Now moving on, let's switch over to the social aspect of lions. Now lions are a very unique wildcat species
Sorry,
because they
guys.
are very social. We know they like to live in big groups of lions known as a pride. Now what's so unique about lions being social is most other cats are very, very independent, solitary. They like to be alone. They don't like being around or living with others. Perfect example is Lulu the cougar. She's down there next to the wolves here at the park. And you'll notice she's the only one in there. She's alone. And in fact, she's actually much happier that way. She doesn't want to mate. She wants to be alone. That's an example of a solitary cat. In the wild, you'll never see two or more cougars together ever, except when they come together to mate. But even right after they mate, that male, he's hightailing out of there. He's trying to find as many females that are in heat as possible because he wants to spread his genetics. So back to our lions and their pride. Now, a pride will consist on average anywhere between 15 to 20 lions on average, but it's been observed and seen that the largest pride out there today is around 30 lions in one given pride. So that is a lot of big cats, a lot of lions living together in one given territory. Now, pride is mostly made up of almost all females. That's going to be the majority of it. Your lionesses, a bunch of little baby cubs, of course, and typically you're going to have your one head male, the king, the ruler of that pride, just like Solomon is to our little pride. And you're also going to have a few juvenile males that are starting to get up there in the first couple years of their life. But those are usually going to be the offspring of that head male. Now, once his male kids reach about 2 to 3 years in age, that's when they give them the boot and they're off on their own. They kind of become nomadic out there in those Africa savannas and grasslands, roaming around trying to find a pride for themselves. Whether they take over another pride, whether they lost their head male or they defeat them in a challenge, or they find some nomadic females and start their own pride somewhere else. So there's a lot of nomadic lions roaming around the Africa savannas. Now, next, I want to mention the roles of the males and females within that pride. They both serve very different roles. We'll start off with the males. So, your male lions, they're the protectors, they're the defenders of that pride. They're constantly patrolling their territories, looking out for danger. Now, what is the number one danger to a lion? Other male lions. The reason being is that other male lions, all those nomadic ones that are roaming around, what's rather unfortunate but extremely common in the lion world is they'll go around killing young lion cubs, preferably male lion cubs. The reason they're doing that is they're eliminating future competition that they might have to compete with down the road. Much easier to take out and eliminate a lion cub that can't fight back versus a full-grown adult male, which is why that head male has to be ready to protect all his cubs at all given costs because he wants his genetics to continue from generation to generation. So he'll defend his cubs and, of course, the rest of his pride, which is all his females. Those are his breeding rights. He doesn't want to lose them to other males. He wants to, again, keep spreading his genetics, his bloodline from generation to generation. Now, when those other nomadic males come around, they might challenge that head male. So that head male has to be ready to take on incoming new blood. And that leads us into when they fight each other, that lion's mane. Now, that lion's mane isn't just there for looks or appearance. Now, it is very majestic looking, quite iconic, in fact. You see it all over nowadays, whether on logos or emblems. But it's very iconic. So when you look at that lion's mane, you'll notice it gets very, very long, very thick. Now, in Solomon, if he would actually come out, you'll notice it's not quite that big. Now, reason being, he's still too young. That lion's mane doesn't start to grow in until about 1 year of age. Now, right now, he's about a year and 4 months, so he's starting to get that scruffy look to him. Now, he's getting it pretty long on his chest so far, but he's starting to grow some sprouts on the top of his head, a little bit back onto his shoulders as well. Now, as he continues to get older, it'll continue to grow and get bigger and bigger as he matures. And your long the things that are keeping you alive and surviving. Now that mane, it gets very, very long, very thick, so it acts as a nice big pad, covering the pride other. They're biting each other, protect against all those blows to keep. Males with the biggest, largest, thickest manes have often been the most successful, most dominant males at either retaining their pride against the challenger, and it also shows their longevity of how long they've been surviving as that head and how much offspring they've been able to produce and spread their genetics. So that mane is very, very important for that male lion. Now let's switch over to the females. Now your lionesses are extremely important members of that lion pride because they do just about everything else there is to do. Those females, they take care of all those little baby cubs, of course. They do everything there is to do. They groom them, they feed them, everything that there is. They pamper that head male all day. They commonly will bring food right to him. And most importantly, your lionesses, they are the hunters. They do all the hunting. Your male lion typically does not get involved. So let's talk about how these lions hunt. So your females, they like to hunt together in groups. Now it might be surprising to you, it's such a large cat. Why would it have to hunt in numbers? You think it could take down animals on its own? Now typically, they can take down an animal. They certainly could overpower an animal by itself. However, the downfall of the lions, since they are so large, they're not very fast. Most of their prey items can certainly outrun them. And also with lions, they have a relatively small heart in comparison to the rest of their body, so they really can only run in short spurts. Otherwise, they get too tired too quickly, and your prey animal is going to escape. So they like to hunt in numbers because they are strategic. They are tactical hunters, so they need numbers. Now, one of their most famous formations, their most famous strategies that they like to use is circling and setting off a perimeter around that prey animal. So they form a nice big circle with all those females that went out on the hunt together, and they get way low to the ground and they start stalking. I'm sure everyone's seen a lion stalk before. When these guys are out playing with each other, they stalk each other in fun. So you'll see them get real low and hide behind the rocks and the logs and whatnot, jump out and pounce and roll around with each other. So that's fun to watch. Yeah, come on out, come on out. So dense that circle smaller and smaller until they collapse down on that prey animal. Now once they reach that prey animal, usually the head female of that group will be the one to grab onto that animal's neck, and she's biting down as hard and for as long as she can. The reason they go for that neck is that your lions actually take down their prey through means of suffocation. A lot of people might think that lions tear, rip and shred at their prey. That's how they take them down. It's actually not the case. They take them down through suffocation. They bite down, they crush that windpipe, and they hold on until the job is done. Now that leads us to a very unique, specialized feature of the lion, and that is their teeth. Now their teeth are filled with nerves and nerve endings, much like the tips of our fingers and pretty much the rest of our body. That gives us the ability to touch and feel things. So what's the advantage to having teeth that can touch and feel things? Well, in our necks, and every animal's necks, there are the big jugular veins, and those jugular veins are returning the blood from your head back down to your heart. So you're having blood rushing through those veins, creating a pulse. So when those teeth sink into that neck and hit those veins, they can feel that pulse of blood. Now, once that animal ceases to exist, that pulse is obviously going to stop. Their teeth can feel that pulse has stopped, indicating to them when they can finally let go and continue to snack on that prey animal or bring it back to the pride so all the cubs and those male lions can have a feast as well. It's a very cool, unique feature of the lions. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is what do they like to hunt? So I'm going to open it up to you guys, the crowd today, and see if you can name some of their favorite prey sources out there in Africa. Feel free to just yell them out.
Zebra.
Yes, antelope, zebra. What else? Yes, you got the birds out there.
Giraffes.
Yes, giraffes. They do eat giraffes.
Elephant.
Elephants. They don't prefer humans, but you definitely don't want to come across one.
Elephant.
Now, elephants, they typically want to stay away from them. Those are just too massive, powerful, and dangerous. Of an animal could easily kill a lion, but a young, baby, juvenile elephant, if it strays from its parents, they certainly will take a young juvenile down for sure. So we got almost all of them today. We're missing wildebeest. I don't think I heard that one. I heard all the antelope, gazelles, all those species for sure. Now, when we think about all these animals we just mentioned today, we realize they're all very, very large, at least 1,000+ pounds. So very, very large animals. Now, why do they have to go after such large animals? Obviously, there's small ones out there, like, say, warthogs, ostrich, and stuff. But they have a set preference of at least 1,000+ pounds.
He's like
Reason being
this.
is, well, A, they have a lot of mouths to feed. Earlier I said that pride consists of 15 to 20 lions. That's a lot of mouths to feed. And on top of that, every lion eats their own lion, 500, 600 pounds. You're looking anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds of meat per lion every single day. So that's a lot of meat. So add all that up, 15 to 20 heads, about 15 pounds of meat a day. That's over 1,000 pounds, which is exactly why they prefer to hunt larger animals, which one kill could feed and keep that pride nice, happy, and healthy for that day, versus say 4 or more warthog, which aren't as available. All right, next thing I want to talk about is their competition. Because obviously there's other carnivores, other predators living out there in Africa, right alongside these lions, competing for the very same food sources. Now, before I talk about these guys, let's open it up to the crowd again and see how well you know your carnivores, your predators of Africa. So again, feel free to just yell out the names.
Leopards.
Yes, leopards.
Cheetah?
Cheetahs. Hyenas.
Wild dogs.
Good one, yes. Wild dogs, I don't hear that one every day. Yep, that's a good one. And one other I can think about, water dweller.
Alligator.
Yes, you got your crocs and alligators living in the water, which they will compete for that food source. Lions actually have been known to kill crocodiles when they wander on land, and vice versa. Your croc will snag a lion when it's getting a drink. So when we think about all these predators we just mentioned, we realize they're much smaller than your lions. None of them get anywhere near 400, 500, 600 pounds. Your lions are certainly the apex keystone predators out there in Africa. So if they're much smaller, how could they possibly compete against these lions? Well, they've all formed special tactics or strategies that have brought them success to live alongside these lions competing for them. So I'm going to mention a few of these species today and how they have found success competing against the lions. Now first, we'll mention our buddies, the hyenas, which we have a pair right next door. Their names are Zuri and Bonzi, a male and a female. So your hyenas, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word a hyena?
Lion King.
Yes, there's laughing, Lion King, but there's another thing I'm thinking about. What are they associated with?
Strong jaws.
Strong jaws, maybe scavenging. I think I heard it down there. A lot of people think they're big scavengers. Well, I might hit you with a pretty big surprise today. That's not quite the case. And what's also more surprising is your lions are one of the biggest scavengers out there. Now, lions, in fact, their diet, more than 50% of their diet is made up from scavenged foods, food that they have stolen or found laying out there. Now, I'm not saying lions don't hunt. We just went over a whole talk about how good of hunters they are and what they do. They certainly hunt. They certainly get their own. But they also like to scavenge. Well, why in the world would they scavenge? It's because they can, because it's easy. If you had a big 500-pound lion walking at you, what are you going to do? You're going to leave your food and you're going to turn and run the other way, which is what all these other predators do. So they get a nice, free, easy meal. Now, the importance to a free, easy meal is, while hunting, it's very expensive, very taxing in terms of energy. And living out there in the wild, especially a hot environment like Africa, it burns. Also very, very dangerous to hunt all those large animals. One kick from a giraffe could kill a lion. One impalement from a wildebeest horn, a gazelle, and antelope horn could possibly kill a lion. So when they get that opportunity, they leave all that hard, dangerous work to the other predators and just reap the benefit by going and stealing their food. So they certainly hunt, but they like to steal that food so they get extra food. Now back to our hyenas, I'm not saying that they don't scavenge. They certainly do, but not as much as your lions. In fact, lions will steal more food from the hyenas than a hyena will ever steal in its entire lifetime. Kind of flip-flops. Now your hyenas, what they actually do to compete against these lions that are constantly trying to take their food is, well, they got smart and learned that hiding, or stashing it's called, stashing their food in water sources have brought them great success. Now, what they do is they'll take their food, they'll take that meat and drop it in a body of water. Now, what that does is obviously hides it from the visual eye, but also helps mask that smell of that carcass so it's not radiating in the air for these guys to catch a whiff of and locate it. So that works pretty well for your hyenas to help compete against the lions. Now, the next animal I want to talk about is the leopard. How do they compete against your lions? Well, leopards are extremely good climbers. They spend most of their days up in the trees. And they use that fact to their advantage because lions are terrible climbers. They're not built for it. They're much too powerful, much too heavy, not built for agility and climbing. What your leopards do is they take that carcass, that animal, and they hang it way, way up there, high in the trees, and dangle it there out of the reach of the lions. Now, sure, your female lions might be able to reach the first few branches or so, but any higher, she won't make high. So that works very well for your leopards. Now, last animal I want to talk about is the cheetah. Now, your cheetah is not a climbing cat like the leopard, and it's not really known to hide its food in terms of stashing or any form of hiding. But what your cheetah actually does is it got smart and learned that hunting at certain times of the day has brought it greater success. And what time of the day is that? The middle of the day. Times like now when it gets much too hot over there in Africa, and all your lions want to do is sleep under a nice big shady tree. In fact, lions are usually inactive for about 20 hours a day, sleeping the majority of it. The main reason is because it gets much too hot. They don't enjoy that very, very hot sun. So your lions, they're most active around dusk when that sun starts to set, and throughout the night and into the early morning into those dawn hours, which is when they do most of their hunting, when they still have some of the coverage of the night, which gives them the advantage as well. So your cheetahs, they're out middle of the day hunting, filling their bellies, because they know as soon as that sun starts to sink, your lions, they're waking up, they're hungry, and they're going to go out and finish off the rest of the food that cheetah did not consume. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I wrap up today's lion talk is a little bit about breeding and reproduction. So your lions, they're sexually mature at about 2 to 3 years of age. Now, all our lions are a little too young yet. They still got another year or two before we can hope to see some cubs of our own. Now, when they are ready, they have about a 110-day gestation period. A relatively short one, doesn't take too long. And then when they are ready, they have on average between 1 to 4 cubs at a time.
Solomon.
Now, when those cubs do come out, they are covered in very dark spots. They look like little miniature leopards almost. Now, the reason they're covered in all spots is because it helps with camouflage, helps hiding from predators and other invading lions. So they got to lay in a nice patch of grass, and the way the light reflects on their coat and all those spots, it really helps blend them in with that grass, makes it very hard to see. It's a good form of camouflage. And as they grow older, they lose those spots. They start to fade. Sometimes on some lions, you still see some very light spots still on the underbelly or their legs. Kind of hard to see right now. Beeza still has some of those spots on her.
Solomon has an eye on us.
They're very light, but they are still there. All right, well, that's going to bring us to the end and conclude today's African Lion Talk. Now, if you still have any questions about lions, whether something I didn't mention in today's talk, things you're still interested about, maybe something you want to hear more about, more elaboration,
We see you.
please feel free to ask me any
Where's Solomon?
you have. I'd be happy to answer any and all of them for you. If not, I just want to thank you for coming and joining me for the African Lion Talk. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here at Animal Adventure Park. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
I assume you stopped.
She is.
You never mentioned my name.
I'm sorry.
We enjoyed when you were in the cage at one time.
You were hiding for most of it.
What did you say before I missed the beginning?
So our oldest one is the one back there. She's a year and 8 months.
He wants attention.
Yeah, our male here, the one with the scruffy mane starting to grow in, he's about a year and 4 months. And our youngest one is this little female here at Tasumi. She's just over a year. Oh, thank you for the kisses. They will get a bit bigger. So right now, Beeza back there, she's weighing in at just over 250 pounds, probably around 255 pounds at the moment. Solomon there, he's just over 220 pounds. And little Sumi here is just over 200. Now, once full grown, your males will be anywhere between 300 to 600 pounds, and your females between 250 and 400 pounds. So Solomon will definitely get much bigger. Beeza will probably get a little bit bigger as well. She still has a little bit more growing to do.
Without them being threatened, what is their life in long time?
Yeah, now usually with most species, the
mean, like, what do they eat
lifespan in
here?
captivity certainly does go up. They get free medical care and everything, which is usually the main cause of death in the wild.
Oh, hi, Daniel.
Stuff like that. And also, every day they're getting good nutrition, which in the wild they could go days, maybe even weeks without food and stuff. So certainly your animals do live longer in captivity. Your lions, they will get into the early to mid 20s at most in captivity. In the wild, you're looking usually early teens
Okay.
for a lot of them, mid teens at best.
Lucas,
Yes.
Daniel is on, and he would know what you feed them here.
What do we feed them? Good question, Daniel. All right. So here at the park, we get big sleeves of ground up. So they pretty much get nice big chunky burgers, but they're not quite as gourmet as the burgers we like to eat because it's filled with all sorts of organs and intestines and stuff like that. Sounds
Yummy.
gross, but that's what they're eating out there in the wild. They eat the whole carcass, and it's also very important for them to eat stuff like the and all that because it's filled and lined with bacteria, which helps support and grow their immune system, which helps prevent against diseases and them getting sick. And how much we feed them right now, Isa's getting almost 8 pounds of meat every single day. Sumi here, she's almost 6 pounds of meat every day. Solomon is about 7.5 pounds of meat every day.
Healthier?
The ground meat versus like a slab of meat.
Yeah, in the Bronx Zoo, I know. I used to watch them. They used to give a big.
Yeah, there's not really much of a
Pizza.
nutritional difference. It just depends how it's packaged by the people that process it. So nutritionally, there is no difference. It's it's just how it's shipped.
Okay.
You spent a lot of time there? You should really like
A lot of time, yeah. Every
He used to
single
go in the
day,
cage with
hours
them.
and hours
Yeah,
on
you go in the
end.
cage? Do you go in
I
there?
used to.
Not anymore. We used to when they were much younger. And
He enjoyed it. It
do
was
they?
wonderful
Yeah.
watching them.
So they remember you?
Oh, they certainly do.
They don't have stalls, Daniel. They have like the little shed.
Oh, what are you
Shoots.
doing back there? It's like what 16 feet or something like that. I think ours is 18. It's a little higher than the minimum, anyways. And there's also some things to kind of break up the climbing, also. So if they ever happen to climb, which they definitely daily, so that's the easy source of enrichment for them. But yeah, they love playing with balls. We throw all sorts. Then they got barrels, you can sticks, they'll shred those up, chase them, tug on them, all sorts of things. They're fun to watch. Like our smaller cats down there, like the lynx down there, you get a full box. They love boxes. They'll hide in it just like your house cats at home and come and pop out and stuff like that.
Sorry guys about the
Yeah,
buffering.
boxes are a big hit here. for
The
them.
answer about the stalls is yes, they do have separate stalls so that they can eat, and
Yes,
they make sure that
also
each
have
one
their
gets
claws.
their
We
ration
certainly
so they're not
never
stealing the
don't
others.
claw any species, especially if your cat's declawing them. Usually
Good question,
short
Dan.
and it also causes them a lot of pain, especially when they get older. They get a lot of arthritis problems and stuff like that. It can even cause them to be unable to walk and stuff. So declawing, especially big cat species, is really bad to do. So.
And right now he's getting the stank eye from.
Oh yeah, certainly sometimes they do. That's when they yell at each other. That's when you hear them vocalize.
That's why you can't
They
leave
get over it
them
quick.
Right.
being there alone.
They just
They
get
never damage each other.
Nothing too hard. I mean, they can bite and they claw. They play rough. That's how they play. Which is one of the main reasons we don't go in there anymore. It's not that we think they're gonna try and kill us or eat us or anything. It's just how they play. They play rough. You ever see them actually play? They're using their claws and their teeth. They have much thicker skin than we do. What they do to each other, they tried that on us. They're gonna rip us right open. So that's more the fear that they're gonna accidentally hurt us. It's not because they're trying. So they play rough, but they can withstand it. Pretty much, yeah. As long as they're fed good, you greater chances. But yeah, certainly still don't want to
I
risk
guess
it.
he's wondering how you taste.
He's like, come on, I know you got the food.
But yeah, hungry animals are the dangerous animals. Those are the ones you usually see on the news or something that attack somebody. Those are the emaciated, hungry, or sick or ill animals. Otherwise, your predator species aren't looking to go out and hunt or hurt humans.
They're a little on the
It's
lazy
problem.
side, aren't they? Except for hunting.
Lions, they're pretty lazy. They're inactive like 20 hours a day, sleeping most of it. So if you ever see a documentary, movie or something, they're out sleeping under a shady tree or something. They're only active a few hours a day, and that's usually to hunt, go to the bathroom, play a little bit, have some exercise, move around, and they go back to sleep. So they're rather inactive. Yeah.
That Siegfried word when he just got scared, right?
What's that?
That Bengal got scared for Siegfried and Roy.
I'm pretty sure something like scared them or triggered them, and it was an accident. It wasn't meant to.
Okay.
I have the break on.
Yeah, the guy that got attacked, like he didn't want him to be put down or anything.
He knew it
'cause
wasn't
he
the
knew it
cat's
wasn't the
fault.
cat's fault. Exactly. He said that. So.
He's trying to
Yeah,
get his
exactly.
attention.
It's little things can set them off. That's why you gotta be so careful.
There's nothing on there, Sumi.
About 2 to 3 years of age. They still got another year or two before they're sexually mature.
Aww.
It hurts very, very bad when they lick you. It is like extremely rough sandpaper. I actually one time they licked me so much I had all these had little razor blade cuts all on my
Ouch.
couple licks. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the cat. They're a little
Yeah,
rough, but not as rough
it's
as
like
that.
a cat, just 100 times rougher. Really,
Really?
It's literally like razor
Is that to
blades.
help them eat?
Yeah, because you watch them like really eat, they use their tongue to if they kind of grab it and pull it into their mouth. And they like to keep licking it. So, yep, definitely.
Now, is he gonna be the dominant guy? Just 'cause he's
Yeah, he's the only male in here, so he's going to be the head honcho. He's going to
So
be the
that's hurting
dominant
you
male.
right now.
Yeah, a little bit. If I get the tip of the tongue, there's not as much. But as you get farther back on the tongue, it really does hurt.
I didn't know that. Did you know?
I did not know
I
that.
know they might be like a cat. I didn't know that was rough.
Go for what? You guys are being awfully lovable.
Very show-offy
They're
for
like
us.
come,
That's
they're like
nice.
come feed
You
me.
got that on tape, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll get dessert by next.
Because yesterday was fast day, so we fast them once a day, or not once a day, once a week here. So every Sunday we fast them, just to kind of simulate. Because every day in the wild they're not getting food every day. In captivity they're not quite as active. We don't want to get them too fast. So they get a fast day once a week.
Oh, so they love you more.
So they haven't been fed in a lot of days. Feeding
So don't go in there now.
Yeah. Today,
Yeah, don't go in there today.
we feed them in the evening, so in the next few hours.
They're extra hungry.
That's why they're being extra lovable.
Then that's called kissing out.
Yeah. We're being sweet enough.
Razor kisses.
I'll make a Lucas sandwich.
Do you target train these?
We do. I didn't do it today, but usually to start my talks lately, I've been coming out and doing a little bit of target training for everyone to see. I didn't have any meat to thought, unfortunately, this morning.
Well, yesterday was our off day. Why would you?
Normally, I do some little targets. So what she asked me is about, do I do any target training? So what is target training? So target training is when we take a little target. I got a little stick with like a little tennis ball on the tip of it. And what you do, you go around and you present it as a target. So they go up and they touch it. Now, the whole point of this type of training is mostly the reason we use it for is for, say, when our veterinarian comes or something, we have to either give an injection, we have to examine them, their body condition, whether it's a wound or something. You can get them, you target them up here, and they get up on the fence, and then you can look at their whole underside, slip a little injection in or something. So that helps in terms of medical things, or if our vet has to do some work or something. So we're constantly training mostly every day. Yeah, so mostly every day so that they can get used to that. And in case a situation happens, they're ready to do that. So when I do put that, I always have little meatballs as well to give them a little reward as they touch that spot. So,
Oh, okay.
You do it from the outside.
yeah, I do. I just do it right here. So I'll stand here, touch there, maybe go to here, and then I'll reward them. Solomon can reach here at this point. He's getting pretty tall when he stands on his two legs. So.
Look at the thing. So I'm just gonna hang out for a while.
Solomon's like, what? Did you mention food?
Yeah, you heard the word meat.
Right. He's like, what?
I understand it.
Hold the break on.
Right now, he's probably not at the full capacity roar that you'd be expecting. Like you have a picture in your mind of what it sounds like, right? He might be still just a little on the underside.
I'm not going
Definitely a blown roar. He's got a little. I think I've heard it once, and it wasn't full blown, but it was noticeable. He's getting there. He's growing up.
What makes him roar? Anything specific?
That's another reason why I don't hear it that often, because it's usually when something's threatening. Nothing's going to really threaten him here.
Right.
Maybe as he gets a little older, if they really piss him off, he might give him a good roar to kind of back him down, scare him a little bit, show who's in charge. But haven't really experienced that just yet. But it's said to be bone chilling when they do it. Very, very loud, very, very deep. Can be heard for miles, they say. So.
That's interesting. Now the brownie is older.
She's the oldest one we have right now. Yep. Yep, we had all these guys since they were little cubs.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lucas.
You're welcome, no problem. All right. Any other questions?
It was fun. Yeah, a nice land talk. We'll take a little bit of a stroll. Check out the rest of the park. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but I'll give you a short tour. Look at our babies. Ah, baby goats. That's a fat mama goat there. Hi, mama goat. Another fat mama goat. Ooh, that mama goat's almost ready to go. Look at you. You're a big prego goat, huh? She's like, just give me the food. Nice view of the mountains. Today is kind of a lazy day. Just strolling the park and enjoying all the animals and watch a couple of talks. Let's even get the kookaburra to laugh. Or kookaburra, or I can never say it right either. Are you gonna laugh today? Huh? You're not gonna make no noise? I can't do the kookaburra song and be on the camera at the same time. Let's see if we can go inside. You can go inside here, guys. So when you come, oh no, you can't go in there. Not today. They don't have it open today. But usually you can go in there. I guess maybe they'll open it when it gets a little warmer. I don't have it open right now. Like I said, it was really miserable this morning, so I don't have any birds in there, just the kookaburra. And the baby one. See the baby one?
Yeah. He was fighting with that one. You could see.
Well, the baby went back in the pouch. That's why all that hanging down there, the baby's in there. You see his foot's hanging out. It's almost too big for that pouch. You coming?
Go back to the dress.
Yeah.
That's all that I wanted to say to him talking. Mindful.
Is the yard cam on, guys? I don't know, because I can't do this and look to see if the yard cam is on too. I'm also not sure how much battery I have left.
Is a giraffe?
You asked Gary if he's coming back?
I haven't seen him. He didn't answer me.
Yeah. But yeah, if you over by the hiatus, it gets running on day night. It's very bonsai underneath. Bonsai is the main
Hi, April.
and the white
Hi, honey. Where's your baby? There he is. There's Azizi. Honey.
Yeah, she just had one.
All right, let's see if you're.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. April. April. Yep, that's what she does. Did you have a good bite? Lettuce. They eat lettuce. It's used as a training tool. That doesn't mean they don't steal it. Yeah, it won't hurt her. The pellets, on the other hand, will give her a nice big bellyache. So that was one. Score one for April, huh?
One treat for April.
Right here.
One treat for April, huh?
There he is. Yeah, he's still mama's milk. He shouldn't eat it, yeah, because then he won't nurse. It'll fill him up, he won't nurse, and then I'll have to cut him off and we'll do that easily.
No, I wish.
They're organic.
Hello. I might have got it on my YouTube. You go to Dawn Brown and look up AAP for today's date. The second one. It might be on there.
Okay.
It's about 41 minutes in.
Okay, got it.
Let's see if it's on there. I don't know if I got it, but Scrolling for April, she got lettuce treats on that bucket. Look at her begging.
I haven't had one for at least a second. Oh my
April shows no signs of slowing down in the care department.
See the baby? My food coming. There's the baby.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that amazing? A perfectly formed small tree. And you wonder if there's a God.
Oh, she doesn't miss carrots.
No, she don't.
Oh, no.
It did.
You could pack this deck full of people, and you could have one person with a carrot. Unbelievable. Fall right on there.
I know your tongue comes up further than that, too. Oh, you get it?
The big one.
That's my watch. Did you get it? Back here, you getting this? Hey. They like me. Okay.
At least you have to grab on to go ahead and talk to.
That's the newest baby, right? Yes. And I think this is April.
It's a pig, isn't he?
Isn't that something? Go stand up there so I can take your picture. Yeah, the dad. They won't hurt you.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
the dad.
Okay,
I sound like everybody else.
I don't have any.
Did you video it?
Watch
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. Over there. And we were like, it's right down the street.
Oh, not you live on the west.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Never did I think I would be here. Look at the baby, Mom, coming over.
Is it really
I hope I didn't get in your picture.
When the red is
It's okay. I'm on YouTube Live, so.
the whole thing is
Oh, maybe we'll get him nursing? No. I thought we were gonna get lucky, guys. Oh, maybe. He's looking.
Did they finish it?
We live in San
We're gonna get a drink, Azizi. Milk bar. Oh, Mama says no milk bar. No milk bar for Azizi. You don't want him to have the milk bar? Hmm?
Yeah.
They are magnificent.
Golly.
I mean, look at this perfectly formed small tree. It's like, who could do that?
Oh, I love this. What's the name of this baby?
This baby's name is Azizi.
Is
Azizi. It's a boy.
And the other
Yep.
one that was born first.
And the other one's name was Taj. Or Tajiri.
and that one's over there.
And he's over, yep, right over yonder, straight across.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got another one to see. We probably should go because other people are trying to get in.
If you go up towards the gift shop, and then it's behind the gift shop.
Okay. He'll be over by Al. He doesn't really care.
Okay,
we're good.
Okay, we're done. And she just nursed him probably within the last half hour.
Ah, we missed it.
Yeah, the best thing is to just kind of keep, you never know what's going to happen. He might walk up, he does walk up behind her.
Try to see
He's got an itch
Oh,
against her butt.
I don't have any more, I'm sorry. How long does he nurse now?
He's nursed, I don't even know if he nursed him. He comes out under pressure.
Yeah.
So he can get a gallon in a real short period of time. Yeah, she just let him nurse, like I said, within the last half hour.
He's watching the grass.
All right, now.
She pretty much got him.
There's no grass right here.
That's awesome. Humans can't even do that.
You want more?
Here, you know what I'll do?
You want more? Yeah.
Have some giraffe slobber.
You can't have a.
Watch your bucket, he'll get your lettuce.
Hey! You're not allowed to have the lettuce.
She's in April, don't give her
He'll also grab your bucket, so be careful. You almost grabbed somebody else's earlier. Yes, she's okay. You can give, while you're giving her a carrot, you can touch her, she's okay.
Yeah.
Him, not so much. He don't
So is
like
this one
it.
Oliver and
That's Oliver and that's April, yep.
Hey, Oliver. One more. I'm gonna try to feed your baby.
Can't feed the baby yet. No carrots for the baby. Nope, not yet.
Stop it.
He's got a few months for the carrots.
Hey, April.
Give them one at a time, okay?
She's like, where's my carrots? I know you have some. I saw them. I saw them.
I got quite a bit there, April. There you
We gotta wait
go.
our turn, okay?
He says, you didn't let my honey get all my carrots, did you?
Sorry, Oliver's a little piggy.
They know better.
You want to see?
Okay, here, it's your turn. See, they're still looking at us. Wait.
One more carrot. Here you go, April.
I think she needs to come over here.
I said,
Actually, just to this line right here.
I just want to
Yeah, because we're trying to keep them away from the fence and get used to their berry and their what?
Oh, April.
That's Ollie.
that's Ollie.
Yeah,
Bad one. Okay.
that's Ollie. April actually got some lettuce today.
Yes, I saw that. She was a lettuce thief. Then Ollie just got some over here, so they both had lettuce.
Ollie on Wednesday was like this radar. Oh, lettuce. You can almost see
Right.
it turning and it, you know,
He knows what the lettuce is.
whoa, lettuce. It's like, whoa.
Whoa, is that for me?
Oh, I haven't done this in a while. Funny how it all comes back. to ya.
Mm-hmm. Just a couple of days, boom, they got it.
Yep, yeah. She almost, she kind of forgot her begging pose there for a little bit on Wednesday. It's like, yeah, and then all of a sudden it came back to her.
It came back, yep. I like when she puts her ears back and looks at you with that face like, come on.
Her routine is so funny because it's the same. When it gets close and there's nobody here, she goes down and she scans. It's like perfectly the same as it was last year.
Like she's waiting for the carrot people to come.
Like she's got to check out. It's like, okay, everybody's going home. I can go to the bar now. Is Nanny Sue coming this year?
I think so. I think so. Nanny Sue, if you're out there, are you going to pay the AAP a visit this year?
Yeah, I'm actually going to have you come back down this way a little bit because, yeah, we like to keep them down here and not get them used to like going through the fence because they put their noses through it.
Oh, okay, sure.
And
Julia, come over here. You guys should be over there.
you can
They
like bop
stay
up
right
there.
here.
Yeah, you can bop up there and take a picture. Actually, the babies were actually looking right this way. Aren't ya, little one? Oh, he's such a cute.
He is. He's a corker. It's fun to watch him on the camera.
And you know what? You could tell within 15 minutes of him being born.
He was different, yep.
Not hot. Just
Yep.
grab any set you like, okay? Yeah. He was not going to be touched.
No, nope.
He is so different than Taj, it isn't even funny. Fearless.
That's why even the birth was different.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because half of it was done when she was laying
Right
down.
when she was laying down. That was so funny. Jordan's coffee.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because it's like she never, I mean, I watch her, not religiously, but I've never seen her laying down in the morning at that hour.
Oh,
And I turn
right.
on, it's like, oh, she laying down.
Julia.
Oh, that's not right. Something's up, you know. And then the next thing I see Jordan is like, oh, I know what's gonna happen here.
Right? And Jordan come around that corner and went,
He was cleaning that. He was cleaning her so fast it wasn't even funny.
right?
Oh, you went away. It was very funny. Okay. Hey, I'm in.
He totally ruined a good cup of coffee, though.
Yeah.
Stand right next.
He didn't need it at that point.
No, he had enough adrenaline then.
He definitely had enough adrenaline going at that point. Ollie, take it easy on the equipment.
He's like,
Lord,
I
boy.
just want to tear this fence down.
The lettuce is doing.
Huh?
He's chewing wood.
Oh.
They have a form of pica, and
Oh,
they
yes.
also there's also
Yes.
mineral deposits and stuff on the wood,
Oh, he's
and they
not
also like texture, so it's a different texture for him.
So it's not like he wants to escape.
Oh no,
Oh.
he's got his mark on I think every post around here.
Ollie, here. Look through the fence.
Here.
Here.
John?
When she gets bigger, she will have carrots.
Right, when the baby gets bigger and have carrots, but right now it drinks mommy's milk.
That baby is so cute.
So cute.
So big already.
No.
Yeah, he's over 6'6" and over 200 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
How many?
What was he when he was born?
He's 7 weeks. When he was born, he was 5'11" and 139. So he was 2 inches taller and 10 pounds heavier than Taj. And he's like 6'6", 6'8" range now and over 200 pounds.
Wow.
So Mama's doing a good job of feeding him.
Aw.
And he's doing a good job of eating.
Aw, that is so cute.
Is that a mother and father?
Yes. This is
Top one?
yep, top one is Dad, bottom one is Mom. And this is her 5th calf, and her 4th calf is right straight over there. His name is Taj, and
He
he's
looks
got
great.
his own barn, and he's
That's
got
the one
his
we
own
saw when we came
girlfriend
in
named
the fall.
Johari.
She's so
so
pretty.
Wow.
We have a total of 5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
Johari joined us in January, and she will be the breeding female for Taj in about another year, give or take. He's not quite
Up close and
he's
personal
only
with
2,
April.
So he's not quite at breeding age, but he'll be getting into it.
So, how did they transport her in the winter? I thought you couldn't transport giraffes in the winter.
Very carefully.
Yeah, it was kind of, as Jordan put it, they aren't too busy, so you don't have to arrange, and you can kind of check the weather out. So
And it was kind of nice when they transported her, right? It wasn't half bad.
a few nice days, so to speak.
Here, girls. How did they get Taj from here down to there?
Same way they transported Johari. They had a yeah, it's a specialized trailer, and it can lower up and down, and they backed it into the barn. It took them about 4 hours to get him transported. I'm not at all surprised.
Oh, there she is. She's gonna
Yeah, where are you taking my carrots? She says.
scared, Juliet.
Well, thank you, Sherry. Have a great day.
Yeah.
We're getting there. No rain today. That's the best.
I know.
It was earlier. It was nasty coming out.
Oh yeah. And it got, it's a little foggy or something.
Yeah, it was drizzling and foggy, and
Yeah.
we were supposed to come earlier, but I got a nail on my tire, so we had to go fix that and then come. Yeah. Oh well. Yep. This is a good thing I got it fixed before I came all the way out, because he was just gonna put air in the tire and come out, and I'm like, we lost 15 pounds of air overnight. I think we better go check it out.
Down on Front Street.
We live in Cobleskill.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if they, but for like around here, and they would look at their tire. They pretty much fix tires for free. They'll put a plug in it for you.
Really?
It's okay. If you just go down 12A and take a left past Price Chopper, there's Biggie Tire and there's Mr. Tire, and it's right there. The guys are excellent. I stopped in there, and I mean, I take my car to get it serviced, but they'll do this for anybody. And I said, can you check the pressure of my tire? I said, I'm losing air in it, and it's wintertime. I shouldn't be losing air in that. They went in, it's like, yeah, you had a big spike in it, put the plug in it by no charge.
Wow, that's cool. I'll remember that for next
Very
time.
good. There's, I want to say it's Biggie Tire. It's right on Front Street.
Biggie Tire on Front Street. Okay.
Mr. Tire is close. This used to be the Meineke. It's an old Meineke shop. So whatever Meineke is calling themselves now.
Whatever it is.
Well, one day they were this, and the next day they were there, and I said, "Oh, what's going on here?" I said, "Oh, just Meineke sold to this, or they bought us, or something." I said, "Okay, you got the same. As long as you got the same guys here that I can trust, I'm good."
Right.
We finally got our own dustpan. Little things that thrill us.
Right? Hey, whatever helps, right?
Who was down at the
Okay, guys. I'm not sure where my battery's at, so I'm gonna sign off. I'm sorry about the buffering. It is what it is over here. I'm lucky I get a signal at all, considering I have straight talk. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sure I'll be back. Have a